guys, wanted to take a minute and talk to you about being successful in your courses in the HIT program that we are offering here at Davidson County Community College. And this doesn't necessarily just mean HIT prefixed courses. It means the entirety of the courses in the program that you see listed on our webpage and in the program handbook and in StormTrack, what kind of the expectations are for you. So first off, I hope you are accessing, since the HIT program is online, that you're actually using a computer, not a tablet, not your phone, not a Chromebook, that you're actually using a PC or an Apple product to access, utilize, and navigate through your courses here at Davidson. I want you to hear me say that if you are not using a computer and you are trying to take this program on your telephone or a tablet, it will not work. You may say it's worked in the past for certain courses. We know for sure that some of the software and the criteria that we ask you to use in our particular program, it will not work. You will need a computer to be successful in this program. You may say, Heather, well, why wouldn't somebody use a computer? We know that a portion of our students were unsuccessful last fall in their first round of HIT courses because they were trying to take this program on a telephone. It will not work. So you're going to have to figure out, if you don't have access to a computer in your home, that you're going to find the time to come to campus and work in our computer labs. The great news is if you don't have enough money to purchase a computer right now or don't have access to a computer, there are labs here on campus where you're able to come and work. Make sure you bring headphones, earplugs. They're not necessarily private, even though the library does have some laptops that you're eligible to check out and take with you around the library and the Learning Commons. You still are going to need probably a method to drown out some noise. I wanted to spend some time today also talking to you about how the college can support you if you feel like you are getting off track in a course. So under, let's see here, under academics, under tutoring and testing, you are going to find information related to DCCC's Learning Commons. The Learning Commons is a fantastic resource. Take a look at what all they offer: free tutoring, learning resources, workshop study space, and a testing center. You may be enrolled in courses that require you to visit the Learning Commons to take exams while you're with us. Also, you'll find these bulleted points: tutoring, workshops, study space, corners, testing centers, a video that talks about all the resources at the Learning Commons. But here's the one I want you to see: access to free tutoring. If you are struggling in any of your courses, and I'm going to specifically talk about anatomy and physiology for a minute, because we know historically that students can struggle in anatomy and physiology. Doesn't mean every student's going to struggle, but sometimes that ends up being a point where students find themselves struggling when they have normally been quite successful in other courses. Anatomy and physiology is a completely different course. It's a difficult course. So we're always going to advise you, as well as your instructor, that as soon as you determine that you are having a little bit of trouble in a class, that you're going to reach out for tutoring. Your individual instructors should provide information about where to receive tutoring in their courses, or you can contact the Learning Commons for information on how to access the free tutoring. Now, tutoring at Davidson is in many forms. It can be peer-to-peer. It can be someone in your class that you have formed a relationship with, that you know that they are doing better in the course than you, and you may decide to contact them and say, hey, I've noticed you're answering questions in class, or I know that you're making better grades on your tests than I am. Can we work together on X? So that's an informal kind of peer-to-peer, not necessarily approved by the college, because we wouldn't be able to know what kind of information that classmate is providing to you. Not saying that's wrong, it's just saying that if you felt like you were getting behind, we're really going to want you to contact your instructor and talk about tutoring opportunities, and then your instructor can point you in the right direction to someone they've designated in their course, someone that has been designated by the college, or they may send you to the Learning Commons. The main thing is that you are asking for help when you need it. That's the one thing I want to push home. Nothing drives your instructors more crazy than at the last couple of weeks of the semester, if you're not doing well in a course, you contact them and say, can I have some extra credit? Can I do something to pull my grade up? Probably not. I mean, I'm just going to be real honest. If there were opportunities for extra credit, they would have already told you about it. You would have known about it. So make sure that you're keeping up with your grades, and if you actually need some help. I'm going to pop over to Moodle real quick and try to get over to the home page so you can take a look at another product we have called Starfish. Starfish is our early alert system that is utilized here on campus to show students when they may be having problems in a course. An instructor can raise a flag, and Starfish will send the student an email and the advisor an email to say, hey, the student isn't coming to class, the student isn't turning in their homework on time. There's a laundry list of things we can raise a flag for. But guess what else we can do? We can go in there and we can give you a pat on the back. We can send you an email and your advisor an email that says, hey, Sally Sue's doing a great job in my class. Thank you for working so hard in it. Keep up the good work. So Starfish doesn't necessarily mean that something's always wrong. But just know that if you receive an email from Starfish, you are going to get additional instructions on either contacting your advisor or your instructor about what's contained in that message. And that's kind of our way of keeping everyone abreast about progress, so that if there are any questions, we're all on the same page. So that's a lot about kind of getting started, being successful. You gotta have a computer. No cell phones, no tablets, no Chromebooks for this particular program. It's just not going to work. If you don't have that, then you're going to need to find a way to have access to a computer so you can complete your work. If you find that you're falling behind in your courses, I want you to contact your instructor first and also get hooked up with the Learning Commons so they can point you in the right direction for tutoring. And then finally, if you receive an academic alert or a pat on the back from Starfish, pay attention to those emails. I know the college sends you a lot of emails, but if you receive an email about that, you're going to want to pay attention to it and act upon anything you need to do. So altogether, again, we're working really hard to get you to your goal. You have one of those. That's why you're here in the program. And please don't hesitate to contact me if you've got any questions. Thanks.